Hello everyone. Good evening. Welcome to another quick revision session of Karmyogi IS of Indian polity. So last time, in the last few days, we have discussed multiple important topics that are relevant for your prelims examination. Now what we'll do, we'll take up one very important topic again today and we'll be discussing that. But before that, let me tell you that I hope your revision must be going very well. I would like you all to go through all the relevant topics of quick revision session that had been taken for Indian polity and other subjects as well, because they are going to help you a lot. Now, today's topic is whip. You people must have studied about it and read about it in Indian polity. So, what was the context of taking this topic? What was the reason? Last year in Maharashtra, there was a political crisis, switching of the MLAs as well as application of anti-defection law upon the members of a party. Side by side, there was lot of hustle and bustle between two parties, opposition as well as the ruling ones. As a result of which, the case went to Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court observed that the members of a house are bound by the whip, and in cases where members are not following the diktats given by the whip, they can be disqualified or they can be shunted from the political party. Okay. But before that, we should go into the deeper concept of whip. What is the whip? Basically, we have inherited this concept from British colonial rule. It is used in parliamentary parlance often for floor management by political parties. Like he is the commander. He can command the political members of a party to vote in any particular manner or to follow a particular order as per the party. Okay. So it is a written order that political party issues to members for being present for an important vote or that they vote only in particular way. So it is also for being present and also for voting in a particular way. It is derived from old British practice of whipping in lawmakers to follow the party line. Okay. So from where we have bought it? From UK. Okay. This you have to keep in mind. They are also vital in maintaining the links between internal organization of the party inside parliament. Okay, means in cases the members of a party are not falling in line, their views and opinions are not in consonance with the party. The whip ensures that whatever views are expressed, whatever opinions and votes are given, they are in line with the party ideologies. Okay. Moreover, a whip is also important office bearer of the party in parliament. Generally, what happens, all party can issue whip to their members. They appoint generally senior members from among their own contingents to issue whip. He is called the chief whip, he or she, and they are assisted by additional whips. So, in cases a statement comes that party can appoint only one whip, that will be wrong. Whips can be many. However, there is only one chief whip and they are assisted by additional whips. Okay. What is the constitutional status? Now, this is very, very important from point of view of prelims. Office of whip is mentioned neither in the Constitution of India nor in the rules of House or Parliamentary Statute. That means it is a convention. So, in cases if a statement comes in the exam that it is mentioned or described in the Constitution, or it derives its power from the rules, or it is mentioned its mention is given in the rules or parliamentary laws, it is wrong. There is no such mention. The office of whip is only a convention developed from British government. Okay. Now, there are certain cases where whip doesn't apply. These also you need to remember, like presidential elections, where whips cannot direct a member of parliament or MLA on whom to vote. Similarly, vice president's election also, whip cannot be issued to members. Okay. Now, this was all about whip. When we talk about certain other aspects of whip, there are three types of whip. First is the one line whip. When we talk about one line whip, what is that? It is to inform the members about the vote. Generally, it allows members to abstain in case they decided not to follow the party line. Okay, means if one line whip is issued, then in that case, members of a party can abstain and not vote on party lines. Okay. Two line whip is issued to direct the members to be present in the house at the time of voting. No special instructions. And three line whip is issued to members directing them to vote as per the party line. Means three line whip is the highest commandment given by the party. In cases members have to vote. When the commandment is given, the members have to vote strictly in the line with the party lines. Okay, whatever the party says, the members will be doing that. Okay, so this is the three line whip, one line whip, and two line whip system. Just go through it carefully. Now, What happens in cases where some members or a political candidate defies the whip or they do not obey the orders? Then they are subjected to the 10th schedule of the Constitution. What is the 10th schedule? Many of you must have read about it. It deals with anti-defection law. So a political party has constitutional authority to issue a whip to its legislators under 10th schedule. Means 10th schedule mandates that a political party can provide for a member to vote in a particular way, to speak in a particular way, or to follow the party lines in a particular way, which is given. If the member does not follow the party line or disobeys the whip, they can be disqualified or they can face proceedings of disqualification. Okay. Now, again, if you will read the anti-defection law chapter, you will find out that in cases where two-third members of a party are not agreeing with the party, its mandates, also they are not voting according to the party lines, then in that case, anti-defection law does not apply. But nevertheless, in cases where a single member or few of the members of a party, they are not voting or speaking or following the party lines, what will happen in that case? They can be subjected to disqualification proceedings of anti-defection law. Okay. And then disqualification is decided by speaker or the chairman. So these things you need to keep in mind from the perspective of prelims examination and quick revision. Now, there were certain questions asked from these relatable topics. In 2014, the question was, which one of the following schedules of Constitution contains provisions regarding anti-defection? It was 10th schedule of the Constitution. Okay, you must have read it. Very easy question. So another question was there in 2022. With reference to anti-defection law in India, consider the following statements. The law specifies that a nominated legislator cannot join any political party within 6 months of being appointed to the House. Okay. The law does not provide any time frame within which presiding officer has to decide on defection case. This is correct. There is no time frame given in anti-defection law within which the presiding officer has to decide on a defection case. This is correct statement. However, the law specifies that nominated legislator cannot join any political party within 6 months of being appointed to the House is a wrong statement. Okay. Now, I will revise again. We talked about the Maharashtra political crisis, in context of which whip came into the news. Then we talked about the concept of whip. What is a whip? From where we have borrowed it, whether it is mentioned in the constitution or not, or any law. Then we talked about the applicability of whip. Also, certain elections where whip will not be applicable, the parties cannot issue it. Also, we talked about what happens when somebody disobeys the whip and how the action can be taken under anti-defection law. Then some of the prelims previous year's questions we discussed. I would request you all to go and read the anti-defection law chapter so that this becomes much clear to you all. And that is a very important chapter also. You can expect 1 or 2 questions in prelims from that. For today, it is all done. Next time we meet with one another very important topic. Till then, all the best.